everybody, this is our patrol just leaving the oil fields and going back to the FOB. Here you can see that the trees, this was how you knew you were getting close to the oil fields, is they had a lot of greenery. Sure, I say that and now it's all sand. But, and then here's a fire, one of the oil wells or something like that is off gassing, so they burn it. But, yeah, you won't see too many buildings and stuff on this side of the road, because, as you'll see coming up here, we'll be passing the mayor or the governor of Kirkuk. So it's like a kind of like a compound or a mansion up on a hill. So there's a cow. Yeah. We had quite a few cows around the town just walking down the streets. You'll also see a bunch of bus stations around this area. Okay, this is on top of this mound is the mansion or the compound. You can see it's very well guarded. It's got guard towers all over the place. Yeah, more guard towers. Yeah. It was very well guarded. These are buses and vehicles. I believe this was a car lot. Here's a bus station. Yeah, and this roundabout has a little bit of greenery. Yeah, those were like really big sandbags, kinda. They were wire with mesh inside of them, and then they filled them up with sand. Yeah, right here, there's some more. That's kind of how we protected our shoes, our housing units. I believe this is one of the hospitals or one of the clinics. I could be wrong, but I think that's what that was. Yeah. Can't remember what that was over there, that big gate. It's amazing that there was actually trees and stuff, because it's very dry. Yeah, Kirkuk, Iraq is way up north, so they do get a little bit of moisture. Now we're heading back into the kind of the city limits. You'll start seeing a lot. Okay, I think this is the clinic. I'm sorry. I think this was the clinic. Or the hospital or whatever. Yeah, I think that's where that was. Yep. And then I think behind this wall is the bus station. If I remember right. Now we're back on the main road towards the FOB. We'll see a lot of more, businesses. Hyundai. Yeah, I was told that a lot of these families that don't have air conditioning would sleep outside on their rooftops. That's why you see a lot of the flat roofs. Is because they need to walk up there and sleep and stuff. How true that is, I don't know. But that's what I was told. A lot of these were empty. They weren't furnished or anything. They were just empty buildings. Yeah. A few garages and stuff out here. Mechanic shops or whatever you want to call it. Now we're on the other side of counterflowing because they have the other lane closed off. Yeah, they had a lot of construction going on. I suppose they, got a lot of funding from America to start repopulating their city. Yeah. These little bodegas sometimes had some awesome food. Their bread was amazing. Their bakeries, outstanding. Yeah, they would, roll out the dough and then slap it up into this beehive looking oven. And then they would peel it off the brick and serve it to you with a little bit of a black char crust on it. Oh, it was delicious. But I think it was a falafel is what they had. They kind of like a Euro place where they kind of shave it off of a spit, and then they would put tomatoes and stuff on it, and then squeeze lemon all over it. Oh, it was good. Really delicious. Then they had the women's auxiliary that was pretty nice too. They would teach women how to sew and do other custodial jobs and stuff like that, so they can go out and earn a living. So yeah, we would go and give them a hand once in a blue moon. Okay, now we're back to regular lane of traffic. Yeah, these... Where's they at? Okay, there's the traffic circle, so... Okay, so this is the main road, going back to the FOB. Yeah, pretty soon we're coming up on the school. You can't see, I don't think you can see it from the road here, but it's just the direction we're looking. It's off that way a little bit. See that big tower there in the background? The square box up in the air? I was always wondering what that was. I think it's a water tower, but with it being square, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Here's all the kids playing. So the school is just down the road here. Yeah, I think it's right down this road. So, but yep, we're almost back to the FOB. Here's the gate. Right here somewhere. There it is. But yeah, thanks for stopping by.